Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool formulas. We are working with volume with a problem related to TEKS 5.6a, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a rectangular prism here, and we've got some dimensions. And it says it's going to be completely filled with unit cubes. They each have a volume of 1 cubic inch. Right, so if we were to draw a little tiny cube like this, we would need to know like what are the dimensions, and they're going to call it a unit cube because it's going to be 1 inch, 1 inch, and then 1 inch. And we're going to stick that inside there. And this is going to be a cubic inch because when we look at volume, we've got two different formulas that we could use. One formula is going to be length times width times height. So this little cube has got a volume of 1 cubic inch, because if we do 1 times 1 times 1, right, that's just going to be 1. And then cubic inch, we can write that with a little 3 as an exponent, or we can just write out the words 1 cubic inch. They both mean the same thing. So if we were to stack those, how many of those unit cubes would we need to fill up the entire rectangular prism? Right? Well, we can visualize this if we think, all right, so if there are 3 inches across and 2 inches back, I want to draw kind of like the bottom layer. So I'm going to draw some lines here. This is going to kind of represent our bottom layer. And we can get a little bit more specific than that. Because if we know that it's 2 inches back, that means there's 2 rows. So I'm going to draw a line like this. Try to split that. It's going to come down here. All right, so pretend those are equal right there. And then I've got 3 inches, so I'm going to draw one line here. It's going to hit back there, and then one line here. It's going to hit back there. So this is kind of a rough approximation of how many that we would see. And as you can tell, all right, we've got 1, 2, and then I've got, that's 3, that's 4, and I've got 5, and then I've got 6. But we really didn't need to draw it out like that because we could have just said, well, that's 3 times 2. If I've got 3 across and 2 back, that's going to get me 6 square inches. And you can write it like this, or 6 square inches, two different ways. Now, the reason that we're just going to do that base layer is because there's another formula for volume. We also need to look at it like this, base times height. Notice that that B is capitalized, so that's going to make a big difference because we're going to start using base times height as the formula for volume of prisms because it's going to be useful for not only rectangular prisms, but triangular prisms. If you want to do a hexagonal prism, we can even use it for cylinders. The length times width times height only works for rectangular prisms. And so this is going to be the more common. And as you can tell, height is still height. So the difference is going to be that this base is simply what is the area of that base, right? Length times width. All right, so the area of this base is 6 inches squared. If I were to continue drawing this, what I would need to do is I would need to draw a total of 5 layers. And I know it's 5 layers because I've got 5 inches. This very bottom layer is 1 inch, right? So if I were to draw another layer like this, right, and then my lines are going to get a little bit messy. So I'm not going to draw that front line. Now another layer like this, another layer like this, and let's pretend they're all even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so if I've got 5, like I said, they're a little bit uneven, but pretend they're even layers there. Well, if each of those layers is 6, right? So I've got a 6 there, a 6 there, a 6 there, a 6 there, a 6 there. I've got 5 sets of 6 because each layer is 1 inch tall. So then I'm just going to do 5 times 6, right? So my base equals 6. My height equals 5. So I'm going to do 6 times 5, and that's going to get me 30. Or I could have done 3 times 2 times 5, right? And there's my 6, and there's my 5, and that would have gotten me 30. If you wanted to, you could have done 5 times 2 to get you 10, multiply that by 3 to get you 30. Anyway, you look at it, we're going to need C 30 cubes.